Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the WCW Worldwide Review Series for the 2nd of May, 1998. Very abridged show here. 33 minutes and not in the best of shape, but do what we can with it anyway. Um, an enhancement match for um, Fit Finley. Finley tries to step on the back of the knee of his opponent and does so successfully. Finley, of course, at this point, about less than a year away from getting involved in the hardcore division, where he eventually uh, puts a piece of a table leg through his, I believe, thigh or calf muscle, and ending up being on the shelf for several years as a result. Side tackles and really an attempt to make a connection there. The enhancement talent gets a couple of moves off, including a shoulder tackle and a hip toss and a body slam. Finley not exactly taking a backward step. Finley does eventually get the victory, though, this time with a inverted tombstone piledriver and getting the victory in relatively quick order. Then we go to it is Larry Zbyszko and Tony Schiavone hyping things here. This is right after Goldberg has won the WCW U.S. Championship. Also, a promo with Conan promising that the NWO is going to bring more chaos. Brian Adams, aka Crush, and Vincent, aka Virgil, more during the NWO Black and White kind of rundown here. Uh, Adams with a match with the Renegade, not exactly a match to write home about, probably one of the weaker matches at the time, not to be outdone or unexpected there. Hard shots by Renegade, who manages a couple of punches, gets the punches off, doesn't get all he wants on him, gets enough though, and we see headbutts um, by Adams. Adams then with the uh, big press slam and getting things going according to plan there. Um, and doesn't get all he wants, but gets enough in a short run. Tries to hook the legs and doesn't get the victory, but does get a near fall. Adams manages to hold on to the positioning of his attempted continuation of things. Big clothesline by uh, and the Renegade with some choking. So not really sure what Renegade's doing at the point. Maybe a little babyface work, maybe a little heel work, but a modified bear hug slam spinebuster kind of thing by Adams leads him to victory here. Then we go to another NWO promo. Big Papa Pump has emerged, and he is advocating the manifesto, for lack of a better term, of the NWO. Lots of just black and white footage with him doing some posing, kissing his muscles and such. Not exactly the greatest thing in the world. Certainly not, running a roundabout. And then we see Masa Chono of the NWO Japan version of things. Chono out with hair extensions, NWO Japan a thing at the time. He manages to get things going there. And actually, that is a later version. This is a highlight there. And we see Booker T in an enhancement match here. Booker T hitting all of his signature spots in an enhancement match. This is just around the time that he starts his singles push at this point. Flying forearm and eventually the Harlem sidekick takeover by Booker T. Booker T really becoming into his own around the summer of this year. Can't really mention well, we can, but people try to ignore the impact of Chris Benoit in that because of the tragedy related to his family, which obviously notwithstanding, a major part in Booker T getting over is that flapjack by Booker T, and then the spinneroonie into the sidekick gets him the victory there. Booker T, obviously a strong individual. Highlights of Goldberg defeating Raven on Nitro for the U.S. Championship is here. Obviously, when we do the Nitro run, we will have much more information on that. But suffice to say, Spear, Jackhammer, and happy fans as Goldberg has beaten Raven. And that is kind of where they wanted to see things go, the fans, that is. Interference from things. More highlights from Nitro as Savage beats Hogan. Bret Hart runs in trying to make a inquest there. Then we go back to the worldwide set. Blacktop Bully, aka what used to be the Repo Man. I don't know that he's doing the Blacktop Bully thing. I think he's been brought back as a pro golfer here. Enhancement match for him. He works over the arm and catches a drop kick right under the chin from that individual. Big body slam. Enhancement talent looks actually pretty good, but misses a elbow drop out of nowhere and doesn't get what he wants out of that. Needless to say, tie up by what used to be the Blacktop Bully and takes a arm bar into the hookup and ultimately gets a continuation. Goldberg cuts a really bad promo talking about who's next. Basically, the promo runs about 30 seconds, if that. And then we go to another enhancement talent match to close out the program. Sick Boy and Diamond Dallas Page. Page still here on Worldwide, kind of weird at the time because he'd been around for a while. Hooks up on the arm bar, hammerlock, and Sick Boy steps through. Page at this point feuding with Raven, or had been, over the U.S. title until Goldberg picks it up. Page probably about 6 months or less away from being a world champion at the time. Page manages the spinning clothesline and eventually the diamond cutter coming out of the corner and gets the victory there. Sick Boy, of course, a member of Raven's flock, so that explains that involvement. Page fights from underneath, getting the diamond cutter and eventually getting the victory, much to the delight of the fans. And that will close us for this particular edition of WCW Worldwide. We will be back with more right after this.